Tonight, may this story be your path to peace and rest. One calm evening in the heart of a quaint little village nestled among the hills, lived a kind young man named Flax and his ever-curious kitten companion, Zinnia. Flax had shimmering golden hair that swayed gently in the breeze, and Zinnia's fur was a patchwork of orange and white, akin to a gentle sunrise. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of pink and purple, Flax and Zinnia settled on their porch to enjoy their favorite time of day. Let's wander gently into the next story. Akalitha and Tila, The Journey of Surprises. This story is about a human named Akalitha and a river nymph named Tila, whose bond and love for nature bring them on a surprising and heartwarming journey. In a land where the skies were always tinged with hues of gold and purple at dusk, lived a young man named Akalitha. He had fiery red hair that seemed to mirror the colors of the setting sun. Akalitha was a lover of nature, and his favorite pastime was wandering through the lush forests and meadows that surrounded his quaint village. One evening, as the sun dipped below horizon, Akalitha found himself at the edge of a shimmering river. The water was so clear that it looked like a mirror reflecting the twilight sky. As he stood there, lost in the beauty of the moment, a soft, melodious voice reached his ears. He turned to see a slender figure emerging from the water. She was adorned with garlands of water lilies, and her hair flowed like a cascade of silver. Akalitha was so struck by her ethereal beauty. "I am Tiala," she spoke, her voice as serene as the river. "I am a river nymph, and I have watched you from afar. Your love for nature has touched my heart." Akalitha smiled, feeling a warmth spread through him. "I am honored to meet you, Tiala," he replied softly. Over the days and weeks that followed, Akalitha and Tiala spent countless hours together. They walked along the river banks, collected wildflowers, and shared stories under the canopy of ancient trees. Tiala introduced Akalitha to the secrets of the river, and he, in turn, taught her about the ways of the human world. One day, as they sat by the river, Tila turned to Bethel, her eyes shimmering with excitement. "I have a surprise for you," she said with a mysterious smile. She led him to a hidden grove, where the ground was carpeted with the rarest and most beautiful flowers he had ever seen. In the center of the grove stood an ancient tree, its branches laden with fruits that sparkled like gems. "This tree is a gift from the river," Tila explained. "It bears fruits that can grant a single wish to those who truly love nature." Akalitha was overwhelmed. He held Tiala's hand and closed his eyes, making a wish. When he opened them, the grove seemed even more vibrant, and a feeling of pure joy filled his heart. Tiala looked at him with a knowing smile. "Your wish has been granted," she said softly. Akalitha realized that he had wished for their bond to endure forever. And so it was. From that day onward, Akalitha and Tiala continued their journey together, their lips intertwined like the roots of the ancient tree. They experienced countless surprises and adventures, their love for each other and for nature growing ever stronger. Years passed, but the memories they created never faded. The village folk often spoke of the young man who befriended a radiant, and the stories of Akalitha and Tiala became legends that inspired many. As the golden and purple skies painted the evening once more, Akalitha and Tiala's legacy lived on, a testament to the wonders that love and nature can bring. Let's embrace the next chapter of our journey. Fancy and Akalitha. The honest heart will press kafikache. Pagsabuntin for afinso, o fall for the furry buisilti. This story is about a young girl named Tansy, who with the help of a magical sprite named Akalitha, discovers the true value of honesty. In a quaint village surrounded by rolling hills and vibrant meadows, there lived a young girl named Tansy. Tansy had a heart as golden as the sunflowers that swayed in her family's garden. Her days were filled with laughter and joy. Yet, unbeknownst to her parents, she harbored a secret within her gentle chest. Each morning, Tansy would wake up to the songs of birds and the sweet scent of blooming blossoms. Her favorite activity was to wander through the woods just beyond her home, where a magical sprite named Akalfa resided. Akalfa, who had wings adorned with hues of emerald and ruby, was known to help anyone who showed true kindness and honesty. One sunny morning, Tansy ventured deeper into the forest than she ever had before. There, she found a small pond, its waters clear and reflected like a mirror. Fascinated, she kneeled down and studied a shiny, golden key resting at the bottom. Despite her curiosity, Tansy knew her mother had told her never to take things that didn't belong to her. She decided she must find out to whom the key belonged. A Athalifa appeared from behind a willow tree, her presence delicate as the morning dew. "Tansy, the key you have found is of great importance," she said softly. "It opens the treasure chest of the old castle on the hill. Many have sought it, but only the honest can use it." Overcome with exultation and a sense of purpose, Tansy gently picked up the key and hurried toward the castle. With each step, she pondered the meaning of Akalaf's words. When she reached the castle, she found it abandoned and desolate, its grandeur faded by time but still standing proud. She approached the grand doors and with the key in her hand, felt strangely empowered. Inside, in the dimly lit hallways, echoing with whispers of the past, Tansy found the treasure chest. As she inserted the key and turned it, the chest opened with a soft click. Instead of gold coins or jewels, she found a single piece of parchment inscribed with elegant handwriting. It read, "To whomever finds this, the true treasure is not in wealth, but in the honesty of your actions." Both orphans read this truth. Tansy smiled, understanding the deeper meaning of the message. She returned to the village, her heart lighter and more radiant than ever. She went on to share the story of the treasure with everyone she met, teaching them the value of honesty and the beauty of a sincere heart. Ahalfa watched over Tansy, their bond strengthening with each passing day. The sprite knew that Tansy's honesty would inspire others, leading to a village filled with trust and genuine kindness. And thus the tale of Tansy and Akalaipa became a beloved story, passed down through generations, reminding everyone of the unparalleled magic in being honest and true. A new gentle story is ready for you. The Tender Bond of Lantana and P. This story is about the heartwarming and tender friendship between a gentle-hearted girl named Lantana and a spirited squirrel named P as they explore the forest and support each other. In the heart of a lush, green forest, where the trees whispered secrets to each other and the brook sang a merry tune, lived a gentle-hearted girl named Lantana. Her hair glistened like golden threads, and her eyes sparkled with the warmth of 1,000 sunrises. Lantana, who was named after the beautiful and resilient flower, spent her days exploring the forest's wonders, befriending every living creature she met. Among her many forest friends was a spirited little squirrel named T. His fur was as soft as the finest velvet, and his eyes twinkled with endless curiosity. Named after the pea blossom, he was both delicate and full of life. He lived in a burrow nestled at the base of an ancient oak tree, a cozy abode filled with acorns and wild berries. One sunny morning, Lantana strolled through her favorite meadow, the scent of blooming wildflowers filling the air. She hummed a sweet melody as she wove a crown of daisies for herself. Suddenly, She heard a faint rustle near her feet. Looking down, she saw P.'s tiny paws clutching a large acorn, his eyes wide with excitement. "Good morning, P. What have you got there?" Lantana asked, kneeling down to get a closer look. P, with his high-pitched voice, chattered excitedly, "Lantana, I found the biggest acorn ever. It's so grand. I want to bring it to my home, but it's too heavy for me to carry all the way." Lantana's heart melted at the sight of her tiny friend struggling with the oversized acorn. With a tender smile, she said, "Why don't we carry it together? I'll help you." She gently picked up the acorn and followed P to his burrow. As they walked, Lantana and P talked about the adventures they would have together. He spoke of treetop escapades and secret forest pathways, while Lantana shared dreams of discovering hidden waterfalls and ancient ruins. Their bond grew stronger with each step, their laughter echoing through the forest. When they finally reached P's burrow, Lantana carefully placed the acorn inside. P beamed with gratitude, his tiny heart swelling with joy. "Thanks you, Lantana," he whispered, nuzzling her hand with his soft fur. Lantana smiled warmly and said, "You're welcome, P. Friends always help each other." From that day on, Lantana and P were inseparable. They spent countless hours exploring the forest, discovering its hidden treasures and creating cherished memories. Lantana often brought P small gifts like fresh berries or colorful pebbles, and P would surprise her with delicate flowers he found during his explorations. One peaceful evening, as the sun set behind the mountains, casting a golden hue over the forest, Lantana and P sat side by side on a moss-covered log. P looked up at Lantana with his bright eyes and said, "Lantana, do you know what I love most about our friendship?" Lantana tilted her head, curious. "What is it, T?" "It's the way we care for each other," P replied softly. "No matter what, we're always there to help and support one another." With the gentle sigh, Lantana nodded. "Yes, P. Our friendship is built on tenderness and love. And that's what makes it so special." As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Lantana and P felt a deep sense of contentment. In the quiet of the forest, surrounded by the beauty of nature, they knew that their bond was unbreakable. They drifted into a peaceful slumber, their hearts full of warmth, and their spirits intertwined like the delicate petals of a flower. And so, in the heart of the enchanted forest, where the trees whispered secrets to each other and the brook sang a merry tune, a gentle-hearted girl named Lantana and a spirited squirrel named P shared a tender bond that would last forever. May you wake up renewed and refreshed. Sweet dreams.